Hey guys, Piotr here, it's LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again, and we are going to discuss cryptocurrencies. We are going to discuss Bitcoin, and if we are going to have a time, we are going to have a look what is going on Ethereum. Now, end of the weekend of the month, end of the quarter is approaching very fast. That's gonna be very interesting next few days, especially if we are going to take into the consideration what has happened during the last FOMC meeting. Well, some of the guys were treating the especially press conference as a dovish. Some were saying or still trying to say that it was the most hawkish Powell press conference. In that case, we have to be careful, because if market takeaway is going to be really hawkish when it comes to the FOMC, then we might see some kind of the pullback when it comes to the tech stock, and at the same time the tech stock may drag down the cryptocurrencies market. With that being said, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the monthly chart on the Bitcoin. Well, to be honest with you, we are still inside this big bear candle. We are trying, right, to go higher. We are fighting, but now based on the monthly chart, 57,000 and then again 62 swing high could be the key supply zone when it comes to the higher levels. Again, that's the monthly chart. Of course, what we are going to observe how the market is going to behave towards the end of the month. If we are going to get the close below 50k, that could be significant development, because the next we might start with the retest of the 50k, and we might try to go lower from there. All right, so supply 50k and 52.5, then again higher 57 and 62. When it comes to the demand, clearly based on this month low, looks like 40 might be the key. If we are going to break lower, then I would say 30 might be on the card. So still it could be some kind of the 1-to-1. With that being said, even 20 could be in play. So that's how it looks like from the higher time frame perspective. Now let's have a look what we have on a weekly chart. There you go. We were discussing previously the weekly possible supply zone, and as you can see, it used to work for quite some time. Then we took the advantage of the higher possible supply, and it looks like working for now. In that case, when it comes to the weekly chart, what I see here, we might move the line a little bit higher towards 51.60, and 52 and higher is from the monthly chart. That could be very interesting stuff. We are going to remove that line. Of course, the previous week closed below 47, and reaction over the course of this week also telling us the story. Of course, the low based on the previous swing high around 40k. That's quite significant development. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the 1-to-1 eventually, and you've got your answer why we are trying to hold this zone over here. So when it comes to the weekly chart, we do have a supply around 51.50, 52. We do have a demand around 39, 37.50, the previous swing high as a demand zone based on 1-to-1. If that's the case, if we are really going to hold that zone, then we might try to make the measure of that move to the upside, and if that's the case, looks like retest of the swing high from the monthly chart around 62 could be on the card, right? So do your own homework, do your own research when you are trying to analyze the Bitcoin. That's how I see the things from the both perspective, bulls and bears, when it comes to the monthly and weekly. Finally, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the daily chart, and there you go. In that case, we are going to fight, or we are fighting right now with this broken move over here. So we've seen attempt to go higher, then strong pullback, and right here, right now, we are around 45k as a key supply level. Of course, it's not gonna be rocket science if we are going to take into the consideration what we've seen in August as well. So that's the possible demand around 45. What about possible demand? That's the supply. What about possible demand? Well, we are discussing this whole zone over here. We retest half of that, and if we are going to see attempt to go lower, the first possible demand is around 40k, the swing low on the daily chart. Then I would target and I would watch what's going to happen with that low around 37,500. Why? Because it's simple, possible, one-to-one again here on a daily chart. All right, and if we are going to hunt these stops over here with the quick move higher, and for example on a daily chart, if we are going to see this type of the candle, right, that could be long setup, right? So on a day, from the daily chart perspective, supply around the current level 45. If we are going to go higher, then again 47.5. If we are talking about the demand, one-to-one, and we might see 37,500 retest, and if we are going to fail there, that could be the long setup. All right, so let's have a look what we have when it comes to the Ethereum. All right, there you go, that's the Ethereum, and that's the very interesting story over here, because what has happened here? Well, we fully moved one-to-one. All right, also, if you haven't noticed, we have had on a daily chart, we have had some kind of a demand zone. So 2,700, 2,750 worked well as a demand zone. How high can we go from here? Well, the mid of that zone, 3,250, and the top of that zone, 3,350, that could work as a possible supply. So it might be worth to watch what's going to happen around 3250, 3350 as a supply, and then 2750 to 700 as a demand, and that's the possible range as of now. Taking into the consideration today's yields move, well, I would also consider to watch what is going on the overall market. I truly believe that during the first pullback, eventually, if you are going to see, the overall market may try to drag down the whole crypto market as well. So watch out for 2,700 and then again 2,500 on the higher time frame when it comes to the Ethereum. With that being said, guys, wish you great next trading day, but again, strongly encourage you, do your own research, do your own homework, and watch not only the crypto market, but try to find some kind of the connection to the overall market. All right, guys, with that being said, again, it was my pleasure to prepare this crypto update for you, and that's it from me. Take care, goodbye, and stay strong. See you around. Take care. Goodbye.